So why should you take this course? Why should you spend time going through this course versus something else? Well, it's simple. There is a crisis upon you. And I love this phrase. It came out of the Creative City Summit in Detroit back in 2008, and I've used it ever since. Don't waste a crisis. So what's the crisis that you're facing that this course can help solve? Simply this. In the next 18 to 36 months, depending on a couple of factors, your customer is going to change. Your constituent, your volunteer, your donor, basically the people that you rely upon to make your money, for your livelihood, that is going to radically change over the next 18 to 36 months, and you have to make some adjustments. That's what this course is about, is helping you make those ever so slight adjustments so that you can be relevant and not left behind. This course is designed to help you not just be relevant, but to actually leapfrog competition, to have a competitive advantage, and to really be the go-to person in your operation. So let's talk about this crisis. See, there's a changing landscape that's happening right now. And as you start to look at these things unfold on the screen, start to ask yourself, what does this mean to me? What it means is that things are changing, and they're changing at an exponential rate. And that change is going to affect you, again, only if you don't make these alterations. Making the alterations, though, you can be ahead of this and actually let things like this work for you. I want to teach you how to read headlines in this course. A headline like this, where the NBA back in January of 2017 said, hey, look, we're going to change our model of games. I mean, we need to change the time frame of games. They're just too long. Millennial attention spans are too short. Now, most people read that and they say something like, oh, those darn millennials. Don't say that. What you see is the NBA is about a $5 billion annual revenue entity. They make about $5 billion a year. And what they're saying is our customer is changing, and we've got to make some alterations in our game. We need to figure out what that looks like. Take NASCAR, for example. A few years ago, they started to see that their customer was starting to change dramatically, that they were moving away from a younger demographic. And so they brought a gentleman in to specifically change their engagement model and their point system, and to radically shift that around so that they could grab new customers and get back the customers that were leaving. And they have. So the point simply is that if entities this large are making changes, shouldn't you? If they're looking at doing something different or altering their game slightly, shouldn't you and your operation? What if you could take a course, sit with somebody for a little while, and really start to understand what's going on out there in this crisis and what it means to you and to the people that you serve? What if you could not only just navigate that minefield, but you could actually thrive in that, becoming the go-to person in your operation, where people come to you and say, hey, tell me more about this multiple generation thing. How can you help us? And can you imagine yourself being elevated to a position of real authority and influence just because you took a course that helped you understand what is going on and help you build strategies? Well, that's what this course is designed to do. It was designed expressly for you in this time of crisis. So let's break this down together and let's really make you the go-to person.